everyone, welcome back. I'm Mandy the Handmade Homeschooler, and today we are talking all about Lapbooks. So first, a couple little notes. If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And I am in a new place today. Well, I'm in the same place, I'm just facing the opposite direction. We are kind of updating this room a little bit. It's my office, but at the same time, it's kind of a multi-purpose room too. So I didn't want to face you the normal way just because it doesn't look very good right now. So I apologize for the boxes and things that you see, but we are getting ready to kind of update this room a little bit, and I can't wait until it's done. So, and this way it also makes it a little bit easier for me to show you everything I'm going to show you today. So I've been asked about Lapbooks a lot over the past year, and you guys know that I do use them every now and then. I'm going to explain what they are, how you use them, and what one looks like. And this is going to be probably a multi-part video. So this is just going to be part one. So make sure that you look for the coordinating videos that will appear after this. Okay, so what is a lapbook? I get asked this all the time. A lapbook is really kind of like a scrapbook or a mini book that your kids put together about a unit of study or anything that you're studying. You can tailor these to absolutely anything. Anything from insects to a specific bug, or anything from a specific character in history to a president. Really, the possibilities are endless. You could even make this about one large subject or something really small. I find these work really, really well with unit studies. And we did several unit studies last year. We did one on insects and one on weather, and we added them to our morning basket. And we did a lap book for each. And today I'm going to show you our lap books for our insect unit study that we did for our morning basket. And this was definitely one of the favorites for my youngest because he really likes bugs and animals. So this was a really fun little project that we got to do. Now, why should you use lap books? Lapbooks, I find, especially for boys, is something to kind of get their creative energy out, and at the same time, they're still learning, they're still growing, and they really get to make something that's kind of their own, and they get to tailor it and customize it to however they want, but at the same time, they're learning so many different facts and things. And there are resources on the web to help you out with this, and I find that teachers pay teachers. I can find lapbook kits for seriously like $5. And it's so worth it for a busy mom if you are like me and you have a job, or like me, I have a handmade business at home, so I don't have a whole lot of time sometimes to make these things. And sometimes in the morning, especially when we're doing it for morning basket, I don't want to spend an hour having my kids create from scratch everything. Now, when your kids are older, it's going to be less pictures and diagrams, and it's going to be more writing, and that's okay. That's the grade level, and that's the age level and the comprehension level that they're at. But for the younger grades, I'm going to show you what this looks like, and it's super fun, and my youngest loves doing these. I have two very creative kids, so this is just right up their alley. So I'm going to show you what a lapbook looks like so you kind of get a better understanding. They're typically made from just regular file folders, and you can get file folders in pretty much any color, shape, and pattern that you want at this point. But I find just the plain ones, I can get them in bulk for really cheap. I'll pop a link down below for you. And I really just go to town with this. Now, this is a larger lapbook. They all are this size because it's really just the file folders put together, but I'll show you what I mean in just a second. So this is the outside of the lapbook, and typically you're going to have their name and the subject of what they're studying, and then it opens like this, and then inside it has all of these cool diagrams and things, and these are facts that my son wrote on all of these, and things that he filled out. And now it's larger because this flap pops up like this, and he's got more on the back. So this was he was in 6th grade, so this was my 6th graders. This was my 2nd graders, and he did insects as well, but he did his kind of upside down. So it's this way, but when you open it up, he actually did everything this way. So he kind of did his a little bit differently, and he has stuff on the back, and you can kind of think of these as like pages for the book, and you can put as many of these as you want. And I'm gonna have coordinating videos that go along with this so you can kind of see how to put one of these together, so don't fret about that right now. Just kind of try to understand what they are at this point. It's really just like a scrapbook, all about a unit of study. That's really all it is. And it's interactive, they're learning, they're putting things together, they're coloring and being creative, and they put in all of these things that they thought was really interesting. So the things that will be in this one for one child is not going to be the same for this one, and that's totally fine. As long as they're having fun and they're learning, I don't care what it is. So we have done this from everything from presidents to states to weather to anything science. I find these are really fun with science. Also, if you have older students, a lap book is really great for studying a certain person in history. For example, my 4th grader was doing a big in-depth study of Daniel Boone, and you can make these file folders ahead of time in this with, completely blank. Take it to the library and have your student kind of fill it out. You can, as an idea, on this side, instead of having all of these colored papers, you can actually just staple lined paper, and your student can write, and they can make pictures on the side, they can do illustrations. There's so many different possibilities, so you can tailor this to however you want and whatever fits your needs. So I hope that really helps you. So I've got some information about lap books, and I want to make sure that we get everything. So what I like to do these for a morning basket. I feel like this really helps us with a larger unit of study. I like to do these in the morning when my kids are kind of just like still kind of waking up and getting ready to turn their brains on a little bit. I find that it kind of wakes them up a little bit and kind of wakes their brains up a little bit, but it also gets, especially the younger ones, excited about doing something that's coloring or cutting or gluing, because elementary kids typically just love that stuff. And I find that this is a really great activity for boys because it's kind of a different type of learning rather than just sitting and writing and memorizing. I find especially my boys, they typically hate that type of stuff. As a girl, most of my female students, I never had a problem with that, but it was always the boys. They just have a little bit more energy, and this type of thing helps their brains turn on. And I think one of the best things about lap books is it's a different type of learning, but you're still fully engaged. So it's a break from the normal, flashcards and writing question and answer type of thing, but you're still learning and you're still going in depth. So we filled these out over a period of about 2 months. So we really just did this for maybe 5 or 10 minutes each time that we read from our unit study, and that's it. So probably 5 to 10 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week, depending on your schedule. So nothing heavy, nothing crazy, but still really fun, and it's a great addition to your notebook if you keep one for your state or for yourself at the end of the year. So this is great to slip into the records and to look back on and to see kind of a little peek inside to what you did that year, and I really like that. So if you guys have any questions, pop them down below. If you do lap books, let me know, what have you done a lap book about? So I will see you guys in our next video, and I hope that you have a great rest of the day.